What's up guys, and welcome to our second community demos video. This is your chance to get involved with ProGuides, see your gameplay analysed, and hey, maybe learn a thing or two. The more demos we get, the more episodes we can bring you, so please, send us your games. Let's dive right in with our demo today from Lucas. Now Lucas is ranked at Gold Nova 2 at the time of this demo. Gold Nova 2 is one of the most populated ranks, so a few of these situations might seem familiar to some of you out there. Let us know in the comments if you've had a Lucas moment yourself. At this rank, we're in for a bit of a wild ride. We can expect very little teamwork from everyone, players pushing when they shouldn't, playing crazy positions, buying weird weapons. So fasten your seatbelts. So, what can we expect from a Gold Nova 2 player? Well, players around this rank usually fall into one of two categories. They're either superstar aimers, but clueless about every other part of CS, or they've learned all the set grenades and watched hundreds of pro demos, but aim like they're in an earthquake. Let's see if Lucas falls into one of these two camps. We're on Inferno, with Lucas starting on the T side, and straight away we can see that we have a problem. Lucas hasn't spent a penny in this pistol round. Some players think it's best to keep this $800 for a buy in the next round, or to save for an AWP. They're wrong. Winning the pistol round gives you a massive head start in the game, so spend every penny you can on your pistol rounds. Give your team the best chance of winning. Buying something is better than buying nothing. But at this kind of level, your best bet is just to buy armor. Save the more complicated strats for when you've got a more experienced team around you. Lucas's team lose the pistol round and force up. Lucas grabs a pistol, armor, and grenades. And how much does he still have in the bank? $800. The same $800 he didn't spend last round. But Lucas has grabbed grenades and armor, so we're off to a good start. He understands how important these things are. Unfortunately, the rest of this round can be summed up in one word: inaction. Lucas doesn't commit to anything he does here. He's going to push with his teammate, but then he lets him go first and watches from the side, when he should be the one going first with his pistol. Lucas has those grenades ready to go, but doesn't use them. Just like with buying up, doing something beats doing nothing. And there was a whole lot of doing nothing in this round. Let's head over to round 4 for a full buy from Lucas and his team. Armor, grenades, a rifle. Looks good. Lucas goes for another banana play. As he moves up to the half wall, he gets flashed, but still peeks. He's fully blinded. Now, this is just a slow reaction, but he's lucky that no CT was pushing with that flash. He's also pushing out completely dry. He has 3 grenades, but he isn't using any. He could use the HE to force a CT off the corner for his peek. He could use a Molotov to clear sandbags. There's no sense in saving your grenades for the site if you die before getting there. Lucas smokes CT and gets a quick flick for an entry. But let's look at his crosshair as he moves up to the site. Lucas is exposing himself to so many angles as he's pushing out, and his crosshair is ignoring almost all of them. He's too busy thinking about getting his Molotov ready for new box. As you're moving into a new area, you want to clear it angle by angle. Doing this means that you're only exposed to one new position at a time, so you can concentrate on just that one position. This feels like an example of Lucas seeing this Molotov being used by a pro, but not fully understanding how it works. He moves all the way to dark without clearing first or second oranges once. Clearing angles as you get on a site is one of the cornerstones of CS. You never know where an enemy could be lurking. This catches up to Lucas in round 7. He clears CT corner, even clears coffins. But he goes all the way back to logs to line up his CT smoke, which he was just looking at. This tells us that he's not comfortable throwing grenades on the fly. It's so important to get a feel for how to freestyle grenades. It's easily done by making a private game, and just having a play around. Learn how each grenade moves on its own, and then in combination with your own movement. There won't always be a lineup for you, so learn to work grenades without one. Anyway, he moves back to the site, heads straight to his Molotov lineup, and boom. Clear your angles, guys. Doors and corners. Round 8. Lucas has 5 grand and only buys a pistol. Come on, Lucas, you know better than that. Let's bounce over to the CT side now. The defensive side puts more focus on individual plays. So, here we'll get a better look at Lucas's own decision making and choices. We begin with the pistol, and once again, Lucas has not spent a penny. It's bad enough on the T side, but it's especially dangerous on the CT side. This is thanks to the enemy Glocks having 20 rounds, and a great fire rate. If you don't have armour, it can take only 1 bullet for that aim punch to kick in, and your crosshair to jerk into the ceiling. Lucas is holding apartments, and gets a kill on the bomb carrier. Great! The bomb's even dropped halfway up the corridor. This is a gift! Any team will have to expose themselves so much to grab it. Lucas can just sit and wait for his team to rotate. Wait, Lucas, what are you doing? Why are you pushing? So, Lucas's team lose the pistol round. The next round, Lucas buys up and once again leaves that $800 from the pistol in his bank. He could have grabbed some more grenades here. Lucas tosses a Molotov into apps for protection. It's a bit uncalled for, but not round ending. His teammate kills the bomb carrier on mid, and he makes a push through apartments. Okay, we can just wait a few seconds for this Molotov to fade. Wait, Lucas, no! Those couple of seconds saved were definitely not worth losing over half his health for. And it's all for nothing, because he heads back into apartments again. Sometimes, there are reasons to jump through Molotovs. This was not one of them. Over in round 22, Lucas's teammate kills the bomb carrier on Banana. Lucas doesn't really react to this. It's good to get into the habit of always thinking there's a second player nearby. Good players will work together, so if one goes down, the other can trade for them. Lucas should have pushed up to the half wall so he could trade, if his teammates went down. Lucas and his teammates do a good job of securing the bomb. Lucas tosses his smoke to block off the bomb of Banana. He doesn't hunt for kills, he just holds his position, knowing the T's have to come to him. It sounds simple, but a lot of players at this rank would abandon the bomb. Good job, Lucas. But buy more grenades. We see that in action from the start of the game come back in rounds 23 and 24. For both of these rounds, Lucas is always behind his teammates. He's not in a position to support them, or really do anything this round. He's just kind of a passenger. He heads to where his teammates are, but instead of diving into the action himself, he's on the sidelines, like it's a nature documentary. And this sums up Lucas's whole CT side. It's like those early pushes that got him killed put him off being a driving force in later rounds. On the one hand, this is great because he's learning from his mistakes. On the other, he's gone too far the other way. He's not helping his team if he's not contributing. So Lucas learned the right lesson, but reacted the wrong way. Lucas ended the game on 20 kills, but 15 of those kills, 75%, came from his T side. Sometimes this happens if the enemy keeps attacking the other side of the map to you, but that wasn't the case here. The enemies were often just a corner away, fighting Lucas's teammates while he watched them. Just because you're on the defensive side, doesn't mean you should be passive. So, what are the big 3 areas that Lucas can focus on to improve quickly? First of all, he can buy up on the pistol rounds. Lucas isn't alone here. We know there are more of you out there. Don't try to hide it. There is simply no good reason to save that cash on the pistol round. Spend it all, so your team has the best chance of success. It doesn't matter if it's on armour, grenades, or a pistol. Buy something, but probably armour. Secondly, on Lucas's T side, he needs to use his grenades more, especially on the approach to a bomb site. Knowing all the smokes in the world doesn't help if you can't even reach the site. Every grenade you use on the way is one less that you're hoping a teammate throws. Take initiative and lead by example. Also, try and break out of the mold of only throwing grenades when there's a lineup. Spend a little time in a private server and really get the feel of how they work. It doesn't take long, and it makes you a much more valuable player to have on a team. You'll feel more confident using your grenades all over the map. How many players die with grenades still in their inventory? If you feel confident using them, then you will use them. Lastly, we have some angle clearing. This is what got Lucas killed the most this game. Luckily, there are some absolutely fantastic resources available to help with this. Through custom maps, like the YPRAC series, you can practice against bots holding typical angles. Running these drills develops muscle memory and good habits for where to look. Don't get caught out again by being constantly vigilant about where you need to look. That's all from us today, guys. We want to thank Lucas for sharing his demo with us. We're sure he's not alone out there. Let us know in the comments below if you've had any games like Lucas. And remember to keep sending us your demos.